your freedom, so don't stand in the way.
Me and my guy had a big fight. I got in my car, drove off into the night. I couldn't tell you. She always strong. Chained in this flesh, a prisoner for mutate existence. Projecting on the table, pockets are empty, so I can't. And the world keeps on turning, but
shot glasses lined up in a row, thinking I should probably take it slow before I finally give in. Start hitting.
You're pretty mad and so bizarre. What I used to call Wunderbar. You're pretty mad and so bizarre. What I used to call Wunderbar. You try to control me.
Yay! Here we are. Listening. Oh. Indie music coming up. We've got indie music coming up today. Wow. Welcome to the Vibe Vault, your weekly indie music show, streaming live each week on YouTube. This is where we celebrate the best in indie music. Join me for our weekly live show featuring independent artists from around the world. So all of the information that you need about the show is in the description, links to songs, links to artist pages, promotion, support, all kinds of stuff. Tons of stuff. So welcome to the Vibe Vault. We've got an exciting show today, some really exciting stuff, some new releases. We've always got new releases. You guys are like putting music out like crazy. We've last week we had Black Marine interview. Did you see that? That was an awesome interview. Don't worry, it will be posted again and on the Vibe Vault radio station. It'll be posted several times at several different hours, so you can listen to it there as well. We have last week we had Phil Cook with Birth of a Band, and last week was episode 7, and it featured Brad Lishman, the bass player. No, the drummer. Brad Lishman, the drummer. And then Dashing Skull Club, that was quite the interview as well. That was really interesting. A lot of people tuned in for that one too. So that was, last week was a pretty good show. It was pretty big. I mean, for the live show, it was good. And then, but this week we've got an exclusive interview with Win Thomas. You wouldn't believe the guys this guy had on his first album, who played on the album. You'll find out. And there's a lot more going on with Win than his album. There's new stuff that's coming out, and we talk about his life as an author. So it's pretty exciting. And then we have Phil Cook again in the Fall Dogs with Birth of a Band. This is episode 7. And I'm wondering if I messed this one up. I said it was with... who did I say it was with? Mark Anthony G, their guitar player. Now I'm kind of wondering if it was their bass player. I guess I'll find out. Oh well. The series is just as good anyway. So we've got new songs released. We have Bullets for Whiskey. That's a big song. They're doing huge. It's the third release. Third big one in a row too. And it's already getting hits on Spotify like crazy. New to the Vibe Vault. Oh, another band. Wow, fits right into our category today. Unstable. And they're unstoppable too. I keep thinking unstoppable in my brain, but they're unstable too. Shock rock. I think it's a genre blend myself too. It's shock rock, but I find something shocking, different than you might think shocking about it. Anyway, Dave Fox, Broken. And in Dave Fox, you can see how fluently he's playing around with time signatures. It sounds natural. Deedra Patrick with 700 Marines, Danielle Hiatt and Nadine de Macedo with Beneath the Shell, another heavy metal release by those two. Eliah's Cross, Save the Dark, another great band there. Eliah and his partner, I don't know, the guy who sings, I don't know, he's in the video though, I don't know his name. I guess I should find that out and write it down. Lost Chewingums, featuring Jazz Minero. She always has a trap. Isn't that true? I know Jazz was trying to tell me what was going on here. I didn't quite get it. I think it's my age. Well, anyway, Lost Chewings is doing a cover of something, or maybe it was an original, but this is Jazz Minero doing a cover of Chewingums. And in the future, Chewingum's going to be doing a cover of Jazz Minero. So that's something else, I guess. We'll have to figure that out as we go. Sanctities of Crows with Second Son. There's two versions. I picked the one with the ants in it. Wonder why. Kathleen Turner, Overdrive, Sticks and Stones. And she wrote to me, hey, Rob, we're trying to avoid AI. Oh, I cut the rest of it out. I think I pasted it beside her song so I could use it as an introduction. And cheers, Lizzie. Oh, I left that part. Cheers, Lizzie. And then we're into the show. So we're starting out big. We are starting out with Deedra Patrick. What an amazing voice. We all know Deedra Patrick. I'm pretty sure everybody here knows Deedra Patrick. 700 Marines. And then we have, closing up the first set of two, we have Curt Ziggler with Call My Name.
Fight for your freedom, so don't stand in the way. 700 Marines, boots on the ground, here to fight for your freedom, so don't make a sound. 700 Marines were mobilized today.
run away. That can make you stay. I have a dream that can make you believe. When I look at you and I call your name and I talk to you. When I look at you and I call your name and I talk to you. When I see you smile and run my way and you look at me. When I see you smile and come my way and you talk to me. Living my day. Only thing I can say. Once upon a time, you will always be mine. When I look at you and I call your name and I talk to you. When I look at you and I call your name and I talk to you. When I see you smile and run my way and you look at me. When I see you smile and come my way and you talk to me. When I look at you and I call your name and I talk to you. When I look at you and I call your name and I talk to you. When I see you smile and run my way and you look at me. When I see you smile and come my way and you talk to me. When I see you smile and run my way and you look at me. When I see you smile and come my way and you talk to me. When I see you smile and run my way and you look at me. When I see you smile and come my way and you talk to me. When I see you smile and run my way.
That was Curt. Ziggler with Call My Name and Deedra Patrick with 700 Marines. I think she's been hanging around Steve Klatt quite a bit because there's that's kind of a heavy, on the heavy end for Deedra. See, we've got the Kind Machine. Hello. We have Nadine de Macedo, Jazz Minero. Hey guys and girls. Distance from Zero. Simon, hi. Ataraxia Music, my good friend Ataraxia Music. The Creeping Candies, the best band ever. And Dave Fox. Oh, Dave Fox has an interesting song, which is coming up near the end. That it's pretty cool. He's playing with some different time signatures, and it's almost so well phrased that you wouldn't know. Well, probably a lot of you might, because you're musicians. If you weren't a musician, you'd have no idea. And then Unstable is here. First week. Welcome, Unstable. Everybody getting compliments about your music from the ad. People have been saying stuff. So, I mean, you're getting quite popular already. Good for you. I can believe it. I have no doubt. That's wonderful. So what do we have coming up next? We have Jodan Music and Brad Thomas. A couple of country, maybe countryish, maybe rock. Jodan Music, it might be classed as rock, but I think it could fit in both categories. So Jodan Music with Midnight Highway and Brad Thomas with Torn Down.
Into the night, I couldn't tell you where I'm going, so mixed up, no way of knowing. Heading south, just crossed the state line, leaving Tennessee and my guy behind. Northbound traffic passing in a mad dash, like my thoughts are come and go in a flash. Down the midnight highway, under a starless sky, I'm lost in my mind. Yellow lights blinking by, like the beat of a heart, like day after day, taking me so far down the midnight highway. Flashing back on when we got together, how I thought our love was forever. Now I ride this road, lonesome and lost, save my pride, but at what cost? Shake my head, switch on the radio. Music's too sad, I turn to a talk show. A lonely heart cries about losing his girl, and too much love lost in this old world. Down the midnight highway, under a starless sky, I'm lost in my mind. Yellow lights blinking by, like the beat of a heart, like day after day, taking me so far down the midnight highway. Thinking about all our ugly fights, trying to prove what we say is right. When out of the black, there's a roadblock. I slam on my brakes, screech to a stop. Strum my fingers on the wheel, then I see a blue Chevy
Crab apples and sunshine, ducks on the pond, bridge through that old brick school that's long gone. Hours and hours on that playground, acting like clowns. And all across this lonely town, another memory's torn down. And chicken out the box, rent a VHS. And that side of town turned bad, so they left. Metal bars and locks, God, there's nothing left behind. And all across this lonely town, another memory's torn down. Chasing memories, I'm here chasing ghosts. And when I'm long gone, it'll all be lost. Now that old tree, my dog's buried under, like the promise of that town put asunder. What could have been replaced by what was? And all across this lonely town, another memory's torn down. And all across this lonely town, another memory's torn down. Torn down.
Up your copy of the Creeping Candies vinyl store. I have mine back there. It's great vinyl. Haven't had something like that in my hands for ages. Anyway, that was great. Jodan music tells a great story. I've gotten to know Jodan a bit better like recently, and Joe and Dan. Dan is a really amazing musician. I mean, I've got to listen to a lot more of their music, and he's pretty much involved there and runs his own studio, of course. And Joe, man, what a voice. Pitch is incredible. And it's just very good music overall. And then Brad Thomas, Torn Down. That's another great song. And we have another one coming up, Christine Carew, Falling Out of Love. I think we had Christine on last week. And Brother Dynamite with Shine. So that's going to be coming up. Brother Dynamite has a new song out. I saw it today, but I haven't clicked on it yet. So I have to do that yet. But they have a ton of really great music. And so does Christine. Her album that she's put out, can't remember the name of the album, but she's done really well with that. And but Brother Dynamite has... just they have some amazing hits like country, pop, and rock, sort of depends on the song. So they have some great stuff. And coming up soon, we have Unstoppable, new to the Vibe Vault. What a great band. Great band. Okay, here we go. Christine with Falling Out of Love.
Changing seas, turning tides, familiar faces light up the sky. Shadows of footprints molded in sand. I can still feel the tender touch of your hand. Underneath this island web of stars, we dive into each other's hearts. Only we could hear the music playing on these shores of forgotten times. But I could feel this coming apart. I could feel this right from the start. You drowned my dreams, you hijacked my heart, but that doesn't mean we were wrong from the start. You didn't even notice, you didn't even see, but that doesn't mean I can fall out of love with you. If I stare too long into the sea, will I still see your face looking back at me? I can feel tears, but I can't cry. That memories, another place, another time. Could you see this was coming apart? Could you feel this right from the start? You drowned my dreams, you hijacked my heart, but that doesn't mean we were wrong from the start. You didn't even notice, you didn't even see, but that doesn't mean I can fall out of love with you. I can't fall out of love with you. It doesn't matter what you do. I can't fall out of love with you. You drowned my dreams, you hijacked my heart, but that doesn't mean we were wrong from the start. You didn't even notice, you didn't even see, but that doesn't mean I can fall out of love with you. I can't fall out of love with you. It doesn't matter what we do. I can't fall out of love with you.
When I was a child, my mother told me, don't let the bad times keep you down. Your day is gonna come, so keep your head up, son, and your feet firmly on the ground. Don't build a wall around your heart. Leave some room for love. And if it hurts sometimes, that's how you know you're alive. Live with your eyes open, savor every moment. Promise that you'll always try to
heartache. You stood beside me while I tried to make sense of it all. Now and then I stumbled, my whole world crumbled. You made sure I didn't fall. You told me you got to choose your own road now. Take a look inside and you'll know what to do. To thine own self be true. Live with your eyes open, savor every moment. Promise that you'll always try to get back up when you're down. Make this life your own now. Don't let this world dim your light. Just let it shine. Just let it shine. Just let it shine. Just let it. Just let it shine. Don't build a wall around your heart. Leave some room for love. And if it hurts sometimes, that's how you know you're alive. Live with your eyes open. Savor every moment. Promise that you'll always try to get back up when you're down. Make this life your own now. Don't let this world dim your light. Just let it shine. Just let it shine. Just let it shine. Just let it. Just let it shine. Just let it shine.
Wow. Great two songs. Great two songs. We've got some people here I haven't said hi to, mostly blue. Deedra Patrick, 𝗏𝗏𝗏. It's been a while, 𝗏𝗏𝗏. I haven't seen you for a bit. Welcome. And Atlas Slept. Excellent. Glad you guys came. It's great to see you guys. Just talking about indie music. It's very intriguing because I'm so involved in it all the time. And I'm finding that I think it's going to really catch on, but it's not really, indie music is not really about polish. And this is the types of things that I'm reading. It's more, what I see in indie music personally is I'm seeing a lot of cross-genre stuff, mixing of different genres. And there's some people who are really breaking the mold. This next group, Unstable, is doing that. And indie music is also about keeping things raw. People are tired of listening to that AI polished, or even the top 40 pop. It's just so squished and so polished. So it's got no room to breathe, no dynamics really. And it's just kind of tiring to listen to. But I'm finding this Unstable. It's shock rock, but very interesting. I don't know what you think about it. Have a listen. But it's sort of like punk. It's a bit rough and raw, yet their control over the harmonic structure is different. It's more, and I wouldn't say pop, but it could be because pop's too simple. It's a little bit more interesting. It's more involved. And of course the imagery in the videos and the colors. I mean, Phil Cook has been in that area too with his videos, but it's just interesting. It's so genre connect. I hear ABBA in their music, yet it's like a heavy song. Like it's pretty cool. So just take a listen and see what you think. This is Unstable with Wunderbar. Well, that was very good applause. That's better. That's the wrong button. It's fabulous. I think it's fabulous. If you like that, their YouTube channel is filled. Well, they're new too. So that's not like, I shouldn't say filled, but they've got a good number of songs there with videos. And if you like that, you'll like everything else. But who else is doing that? That's Phil Cook is touching those areas of indie music. And who else do I have? The Frestonians are touching that. I hope they continue to keep going in the area, the way that they are. It's great. And our very own Jazz Minero. Wow, he's I've been listening to Jazz Minero for a while now. And electronic garage punk. Electronic garage punk. That's for Jazz. He cracks me out when I tell his genre of music. Electronic garage punk. There we go, Jazz. Jazz Minero's been running the Vibe Vault. We've got our Vibe Vault page, not the group, but we have a page which hold all the events in, and which kind of was left aside for a little while because I was just too busy doing too much. But anyways, he's taken over that page. He's doing an excellent job. So he's also working in the. He's also working with the main group. So that's great. We're happy to have Jazz Minero Lewis. We're happy to have him with us. Spanish. He's Spanish. And now we've got some more excellent music. We always have excellent music on this show, only on the Vibe Vault. Ron Friedland, his music is always going to lift your mood. His lyrics he's great at that. And then Wayne W. Hacker, Now or Another Day, which we've played on here several times. But he's got a new song out, which I saw today, and I didn't have time to click on it. So, but I will. It's on my new release indie drop playlists that I put out like every week or sooner. I have 3 of them, and almost going on 4 of them. So many people are releasing, so I get so busy. So if I ever don't answer things or I don't chat as much as I should, it's because I'm tied up. But the past 2 days I've done nothing but just this. Oh well, never mind. Stop talking.
Okay. Should we do it one more time? Sure, one more time. All right, here we go.
Here we go again, with you walking away. Don't worry, you don't need to say a thing. You walking away says enough as it is. So darling, just keep on walking, keep on running away. We can do this now or another day. Darling, darling, I wish you could see that I'm not the devil that you made me out to be. I'm just a simple man with his heart set on you. I'm just a simple man. Hey, I'm in love with you. Don't worry, don't need to say a thing. You walking away says enough as it is. So darling, just keep on walking, you keep on running away. We can do this now or another day. Darling, darling, I wish you could see that I'm not the devil that you made me out to be. I'm just a simple man with his heart set on you. I'm just a simple man. Hey, I'm in love with you. I'm in love. So darling, just keep on walking and keep on running away. We can do this now for another day.
Oh, where'd I go? I thought I was all set here. Where am I? Like that. No. Like that. Oh no, I don't want that. Well, apparently I'm not showing on the screen, which is weird. Well then, okay. So it's that time. I don't know if you can hear me. It's that time because Bullets for Whiskey does not have a video. Well, they do have a video. It's not out yet. Oh, I don't know if I was supposed to say that. Oops. Anyway, they go in the vault because the torture vault. You know what I mean? Whew. Oh my gosh, here we go.
Shot glasses lined up in a row, thinking I should probably take it slow before I finally give in, start hitting you up again. 2 a.m. kind of text in the morning, I regret everything I said, knowing you're gonna leave me on red. Since you told me we were over, we're through, feels like all I got left to do is sit here and get lost in some 90 proof. Cause I don't know how not to check my phone, don't know, I don't wonder if you're alone. And I hate like hell when I dream, girl, you're the one I want. I tried damn near everything to somehow chase the pain away of your goodbye, but what tears me up inside is when I realize your heart never broke like mine. I know I should be moving on by now, instead of sitting here with another round. But I'm gonna throw some whiskey on this hurt. Maybe tonight it'll start working. Oh, but it ain't no use, I can't cut you loose. It's the cold hard truth. 'Cause I don't know how not to check my phone. Don't know, I don't wonder if you're alone. And I hate like hell when I drink, girl. You're the one I want. I tried damn near everything to somehow chase the pain away of your goodbye. Well, what tears me up inside is when I realize your heart never broke like mine. Like alcohol, this hole in the wall to turn your memory on. 'Cause I don't know how not to check my phone. Don't know, I don't wonder if you're alone. And I hate like hell when I drink, girl. You're the one I want. I tried damn near everything to somehow chase the pain away of your goodbye. But what tears me up inside is when I realize your heart never broke like mine. No, your heart never broke like mine.
Hey Win, how's it going? How are you doing today?
I'm very well, thank you, Rob. It's very good to meet you at last. Thank you so much for this. Very grateful to you.
Yeah, I've been waiting too. You have such an amazing story going on, and I only know just a small part of it. The amount of time that I've been involved with you, a small window, and there's so much that I'd like to get to know, and our audience too would like to know about you and your music and your other work as well, your authoring and stuff. So just really happy to have you here. So first question, where do you think your love for music came from? Where was your spark that actually gave you an interest in music?
I think it's probably, I was told that my mother told me that my grandfather, great-grandfather, put choirs together in rural mid-Wales in the 19th century with the do-re-mi approach. I think music was always in the system. And then in my preschool days, my mum would sit me down in a chair, in an antiquated record player, stack it with records and 10 singles, which would then play and drop onto the next one and so on. She would go off and clean the house, leaving me to this magical world of sound and sensory colour. And I loved it. I sort of fell in love with music at a very, very early age, from then, really. And that going on a little later in, say, my early teens and having two older brothers. So music was always in the house. My mum played piano in chapel, for instance. My brothers were bringing music like ELO and the Beatles and Simon and Garfunkel into the house and Pink Floyd. And Sue's brothers, again, a little later on, Sue's brothers introduced me to like the Eagles and Clapton. So it was a wonderful sort of introduction and apprenticeship to music. I suppose in my early and mid-teens, I'm then falling in love with stuff like the 60s, British stuff of the Kinks and the Who and the Faces. And the Beatles, of course, and where would the Beatles be without Elvis and Chuck Berry and Buddy Holly and Little Richard and all these fantastic American artists that we have to thank you for, Rob. So,
yeah, and you've managed to find several artists to back you up on your album. We'll get to that in a bit.
One thing I should have mentioned, actually, Rob, I think, because I didn't answer your questions, forgive me for that. I think the first song that I think really resonated me strongly, so musically and lyrically, would have been Baker Street by Gerry Rafferty. So that would have been spring of 1978 when I was 10, and I just thought this was just a brilliant piece of music. So I stayed on my grandparents' farm in mid Wales. And I think that was when I sort of, maybe it's coincided with my own, dare I say, intellectual flowering to some, going on to the next stage of my enjoyment of music.
Okay.
And so that would have been an important moment for me as well, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as I say, the Beatles made a huge impression. There's a story about Bob Dylan as well. I was listening to, we were watching the Football World Cup in 1982, and I was perusing my best friend's mother's record collection. And I wasn't enjoying the football. Again, you're sort of going in a bit of a different direction, you realise, when you look back. And there's Bob Dylan's greatest hits. I put it on, and when I got to Like a Rolling Stone, it blew my socks off. I thought, well, this is just a stunning piece of music. Everything about it was perfect. So that really began my love of folk music in particular, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that, how things resonate like that, like very deeply when you're a musician and it's your first introduction to music. There's like a really deep connection there. That's awesome.
Oh, it is. I was learning the guitar at the same time. I was 14, so it coincided with, you know, scratching my first 5 chords together and thinking, I wonder if I can play along with this. You know, it's just magical, isn't it? If you love music and love lyrics, it's just a beautiful place to be.
Yeah.
Wonderful introduction to all of this new world, really.
Yeah, that's right on. That's cool. Well, let's move on to Orion's Belt. What's the story behind the title track of Orion's Belt? Where did that come from?
Well, it's a bit of a nod to an experience I had on the Sinai. I went backpacking between 97 and 98, and I was getting to St. Catherine's Monastery on a bus, and I asked if I could get off the bus. The bus driver very politely tried to tell me that we hadn't yet arrived. I didn't quite understand. It was more born of ignorance than obstinance, I have to say. So I said, oh, it's okay, and I got off anyway. And maybe it was just meant to be, because I had about a mile and a half to walk in the darkness underneath this canopy, the most brilliant display of the stars that I'd ever seen. There's no light pollution. And there was Orion's Belt up here to what is my right today. And I thought, that is just stunning, you know. So I always remembered that. And I'd always look for it wherever I was, whether I was in the Southern Hemisphere or Northern Hemisphere. I still do now. Obviously, it's here this time of year. I think it's coming up now. And it's always reminded me of a very sort of happy time in my life, really, and what was ahead of me. I mean, you're miles from home. You're in your 20s, you know. And I love music. I wouldn't be without my Walkman. So I had C120 tapes and along with me, and which also had the radio facility. So I was listening to Voice of America, for instance, and the BBC World Service. So just a wonderful thing to do. So I remember thinking, like, if I ever have an opportunity to create my own music, and I was already writing by then, really, I was always going to call it Orion's Belt. So it was a nod to that wonderful experience on the Sinai.
Yeah, I've had experiences like that as well with astronomy and stuff. It's like, once you finally see a constellation or something, it doesn't. Once you see it, you see it every time you know where it is, and it kind of stands out to you. Cool that you connected that to music.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, that's really cool. But also, the names that you have on your albums are like astounding. Like Jeff Downey's. I've got a list here. Jeff Downey, founding member of the Bugles. Video killed radio star and MTV first video ever, I guess, co-founder of Asia, played with Yes. You know, I was a huge fan of Yes. Alex Richards, drummer for Catatonia, I'm not familiar with this one, British alt-pop band. Andrew Coughlin, bassist and session player with Alison Moyet, Gary Newman, Martha Reeves. I could go on. Like Pete Hurley, bassist from Van Morrison. There's more. Like, how did you ever get connected with these people to get them to play on your LP?
Well, having come back from my backpacking travels, I then went back into education and sort of funded my way through a degree, and then which became a PhD. I stayed. So I was working at the same time. Through that, I wrote a number of, 3 books eventually, and did quite a lot of media appearances and wrote for the BBC, wrote a program presented for the BBC. So I'd managed to develop my own connections to some degree, but like Jeff Downes was introduced to me through the producer. So between us all, we said, "Oh, what about this person? What about that person?" Jane Williams, who's a backing singer with Van Morrison, she was introduced to me. And they were, I have to say, they were absolutely wonderful, Rob. They sort of bought into what I was trying to do as a writer. But of course, they're so naturally gifted. They would bring their own brilliance to it. They'd listen and say, "What about this? Does this work?" So they needed, they didn't really need direction, but I offered some degree of direction as the writer. But for the most part, I mean, they're so naturally gifted. They picked up exactly what I was trying to do.
I'm sure they did. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a joy. I mean, it's really lovely. And as you know, when you're playing with people, you just see that lost look, that joyful look that people have as they lose themselves in the music. It's a pleasure, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, even just to like run across them like that and talk to them, and they're saying, "Oh yeah, oh I like what you're doing. Or, like I'm into this. Let's do it." You know, like it's like choosing your music and you like that's quite a compliment too. Just to do this, I know that's wonderful. Great job. I was wondering if you could introduce me to some of them.
Certainly. Some email addresses over.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, now you're working on your medley. I know that you told me the answer, whether it was done or not. I think you're finished the medley. Am I correct?
Well, it's sort of correct. I managed to record the 8 tracks last week, but I've got to go back tomorrow. I've just been practicing this afternoon because I've got a little bit of polishing to do, like you always do have with these things, but a couple of lines not quite right. So I've got to go back tomorrow and just, you know, there's nothing. They're just sort of ironing out a few things which may sort of make me feel a bit like that as I watch in the future. So yeah, I mean, it's been lovely. I mean, to play again in the studio is always very nice too. And I'm recording with a gentleman called Mike Foreman, who's just lovely, you know. So forward. So it's just, that's been really, really uplifting and enjoyable. So we're going to go back tomorrow and finish it off. And then we record the filming of the video is a week tomorrow. We've managed to get a little venue. So it's just a medley. It's quite folky. I want to go back to more of my folky sort of roots, and it offers, forgive me for putting it this way, but as a showcase for me as a singer-songwriter, because I did toy with the idea of recording with other musicians. We've done some live work back in April, but then people are so busy with summer and one thing and another. I thought, well, actually, this probably presents a good opportunity to go back and just play them yourself and record the YouTube video yourself, so people can then see who you are as a singer-songwriter before I introduce the other musicians to it later on, I think.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful. And you're in tomorrow, and then the video, which I'm hoping you're going to let us play on the Vibe Vault.
Yeah, I'd be delighted to. Thank you for
I know you would. Yeah, I know you're a great guy. So, like, where are you headed next then? After you're finished with this, or is this leading you somewhere, or what's your next venture in music?
I'd love to do more with it, actually, Bob. I think the medley, part of the medley idea is to offer the material for a third album. It's coinciding with a certain amount of radio attention and airplay in Europe and the UK on various stations. So if I can just sort of tap into that, and I love what I do anyway, actually, whether it's not about commercial success for me. If I get into bed and say I've enjoyed today, then it's been a successful day as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. I love what I do, whether it's music or history, and they both mirror one another very nicely for me anyway, because they're both about life, and I love writing about life's sort of intricate entanglements and relationships. So the music I fell in love with, like Bob Dylan and John Lennon stuff,
right,
very much mirrors the sort of my history writing anyway. I love talking to gentlemen such as yourself. I'm fascinated by your story and what's brought you to where we are today.
Yeah, maybe somebody will interview me someday.
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, of course. Yeah,
But I guess if you're writing music, the indie artists here and stuff that we get, you're pretty much doing it for the love of it, for sure, because we're held back in so many ways, of getting our music heard. But if you're not doing it for the love of it, then not sure why you're doing it. So that's great. And also talking about your writing and music and lyrics, you've also written you've written a couple of major history books as well as your albums. I think you told me about the one that I know for sure, but I've sort of in my reading I've read that you've done a few or a couple anyway.
Three now, thankfully. They've come the three projects which cover a particular important event in Welsh and British UK history in the 1960s and 70s, really. Which a valley was flooded in North Wales to provide water for Liverpool, which meant a Welsh-speaking community was moved out, and this caused outrage in Wales at the time. And said, well, it summed up everything that was wrong in the relationship between Wales and England, I think. Every Welsh MP, there were 36 MPs, not one of them voted in support of the bill, and it's passed anyway because there's far more English MPs than there are Welsh MPs. So I think people began to realise just how vulnerable Wales was as a nation, politically and culturally. But nonetheless, as I tried to endeavour to write all my history in a balanced way, so I looked at Liverpool's reasons for why they needed to do this. And I have to say it changed my opinion to some degree. And so I offered something. It's led to a small amount of criticism in Wales, I suppose, because people are so deeply entrenched with the anger of this. But I said, well, okay, look, we need, history is it. We need to learn the lessons of history. So the three books look at the broad picture. Then the second book looks at a man called John Jenkins, who led a bombing campaign in Wales in the 1960s. And his story is particularly fascinating because he was a British Army officer at the time, and so very, very well hidden, if you like. And then the third book, which I wrote during lockdown, looked at the constitutional journey of the bill and why Liverpool felt they had to do this, which was partly because they needed the money to clear, like a slum clearance policy. So they wanted to get people out of slums, which were notorious in Liverpool at the time. Second only to Glasgow, these awful slum areas of these inner city areas, and then give people new housing. And I said, well, what's wrong with that? I've come from a care background, 25 years in the care sector. So I could understand Liverpool's reasons for doing this. However, I think they could have gone about it in a much better way. They seem to have been quite imperious with the way they went about it, and big brother about it all. So I've been pleased, it's taken 25 years of research and writing, but to be told that the books offer a significant contribution to the historiography of Wales and the UK is
wow.
Yeah,
that's wonderful.
It's been an achievement. From my own point of view, there's many a night when you're just on your own, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, just tinkering away and tapping away for hours, and going out and seeing Orion's belt in the sky, this type of thing. It's good, but I think having come to the end of all of that, as I'm now in sort of mid heading towards late 50s, I would like to concentrate on the music. Music's probably my first love. If I'm pushed to give an answer, I'd probably say I fell in love with music just before I fell in love with history. They both at the same time. I was handed a book as a child, around about 5, 6, and thought, well, history, it just made sense to me. I just fell in love with this subject. And I was already in love with history, with music by then. So,
right.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine my life without them, I have to say.
No. To be writing books like that, there's got to be a major connection. Excuse me, with with history as well. Like it seems there's a major connection with music and where it came from, and when you're there, you're lucky to have two. And I certainly understand your nights staying up till 2 or 3 in the morning, doing stuff. I've done that tons of times, like just for music stuff. But cool, that's really cool. So you're heading towards more music. So we're going to be lucky to get more music coming from Wyn Thomas.
Oh, thank you, Rob. I hope you enjoyed it. The medley has been, it's much more folky. As I say, I love literature. I love lyrics as well. I hope that sort of comes across in my music. I enjoy the construction process of whether, it starts with a very intimidating blank sheet of paper, as you know, and then ideas start to come and formulate and the direction is taken, and you think, okay, let's go on this journey. Let's get back into this 3, 4, 5 minutes of it and try and create a story. Strike Another Lonely Bell, which you very kindly played this week. I was looking at the idea of he wants one thing, she wants another, and how that then all pans out, So, and Who Knows Who is loosely based on my backpacking ventures. partying a lot in my early 20s and thinking, by the time I got to 25, thinking, gosh, as much as I've enjoyed this, there's got to be more to life than this, So that's when I began the process of saving and wanted to go backpacking, which I was able to do.
Yeah, that's quite an experience on its own. So, Wyn, is there anything that, we've covered a lot, but is there anything that I've missed or anything that you would like to add?
Well, I would just encourage everybody. It's wonderful to be part of this global music family, Rob. So thank you very much. I feel very much a part of what's going on, and that's given me a tremendous lift, actually. I'm so proud and pleased for that. But also, little things like, little things, but on Friday morning, I awoke to a wonderful review of Watch and Smile by Laurie Kay, who's the legendary music writer and critic who was the last person to interview John Lennon the afternoon he was murdered. To read her wonderful thoughts about Watch and Smile, about the playing and the singing, I thought it's things like that and interviews like this that just keep you going. Many a day it's just a bit of a slog, really, and it's not a bad slog, but it's a step, and it's another one after another one. But days like this make it seem even more worthwhile. So I'd encourage any young person or anybody for that matter, irrespective of genre, write music. Express yourself through sound. It's absolutely wonderful. So music and history for me, but keep doing what you're doing, Rob. It's a pleasure.
And so first, I'd like to thank you very much for allowing me the interview with you. And the 𝗏𝗏𝗏 community is going to love watching this. They know who you are, and let's hope we can get this out to people to an even farther reach so others can hear your story as well. So
thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to speak with you.
Thank you. Okay. Take care. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All that frolicking will get you nowhere. At a party sat alone on the stairs. When your best stays in bed with the flu, without a hope, care, a clue what to do. 'Cause they know very little and they care even less about you. You can spend your life searching new and finding. You can spend your time waiting for the sun.
Yeah, well, the point is that the band is happening individually. It's happening, and it's a viable entity as far as the digital domain goes. It needs to breathe. It needs to come to life. So it's going to enter the human domain. This is the birth of a band. We're going to put some legs on it, put some humans behind it. Enter the human domain. Are you ready to go? Yeah, why'd you join India?
Well, I wasn't looking for a purple band. Oh wait, it's not Indigo, it's indie. Okay. I'm not interested in playing covers. Anybody can, pick up an instrument and play somebody else's music. Here, I'll show you how it goes. Okay, thanks. Appreciate that. And I did that when I was 16. When I was 17, I started writing music, and over the years, the names have changed. I never really considered it an indie band. I just considered it a band. A band that actually writes its own music. So anybody can paint, but it takes an artist to make a picture. And that's the same with music. Anybody can play music if they want to try hard enough. I've seen lots of guys that practice every day and they practice for hours and they're good. It's fine. But when it comes to writing music, it's like, I don't know, it's the same as performing live. There's just a magic to it. And if you get it all right, and the song feels great, boom, there you go, you're happy. Now, does that translate over to what the crowd wants? Isn't that what everybody who writes a song after we've seen Elvis could make $1 million, just going up and throwing together a few cool chords in a cool way that sounded neat, made all that money. Well, I hope to do that, but for me, it's having a song, come out and be the best song possible. So I guess that's what the cool kids today call an indie band. And that's fine, I'll accept that. I just want to sit back in the back and do what I always do and just go with the flow and keep everything all together.
Okay, sounds great.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Has a smile for you, black coffee and the cream on top. Well, hey!
Licorice kisses, alright for me. It's my missus, easy to see. Oh, licorice kisses, alright for me. It's my missus, easy to see. If you want my heart on a rack, I love chills down your back. Bring me a meal, not a snack. Take all that other stuff back, back, back. She owned a banner store at 23 and Vine. I'd often see her there, her stacks were divine. I bought her flowers in a new mink coat. She wasn't there, but she wrote me a note. Licorice kisses, alright for me. It's my business, easy to see. Oh, licorice kisses, alright for me. It's my business, easy to see. If you want my heart on a rack, hey! Love trails down your back, hey! Bring me a meal, not a snack. Take all that other stuff, hey, 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 hey. She had those shoes with the scarlet sole. The heels that fit through a spindle hole. I bought her chocolate and her roses of red. She was to me, then here's what she said. Oh, hey! Licorice kisses, alright for me. It's all business, easy to see. Oh, licorice kisses, alright for me. It's no business, easy to see. If you want my heart on a rack, hey! And love trails down your back, hey! Bring me a meal, not a snack. Take all that other stuff, hey, 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 go. Licorice kisses, alright for me. It's no business, easy to see. Oh, licorice kisses, alright for me. It's my business, easy to see. If you want my heart on a rack, hey! And love trails down your back, hey! Bring me a meal, not a snack. Take all that other stuff back, 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 back.
And there you have it. Wow. And I forgot to play Wyn Thomas's song after his... Oh, I think it would... I forgot to play Wyn Thomas's song. So anyway, I'm going to feature him next week because it's going to fit in a lot better. So it'll fit in much better. That was a really interesting interview. Wyn is such a great guy. It was fun too. I like Wyn. He's very nice. And that's Birth of a Band with Phil Cook. He's his band. Phil Cook's been he's been digital like for the past number of years. It's been do it yourself, all just like any indie for the past several years. But what he's done is he's added a band, and he's logged his movements so far. They're now out playing clubs. So he just put out a video today with them playing in a club, but it doesn't have the music that they're playing. It's got some other music, but anyways, the recording is with the guitar player, drummer, and bass player. Their new recording. So anyway, here we are in the hot dog room. Not much happening in here today. Sometimes you catch Whiskey Club running through the room. Along with Aaron Leet. Oh, whatever. So we've got some great music coming up still. So don't leave, because we still have Jazz Minero with his electronic garage rock. Is that backwards? I think I may have to flip the screen. With his electronic garage rock. Okay. Then right now we've got Dicinian Directive with Say No More, and then we have Wreck This Night with Clouds. And the Wreck the Clouds with or Wreck the Night with Clouds, that group's fairly new, but we've only played them a few times. But let's have a listen.
quietly. The misty morning echo goes softly, softly, reminding me of where I've been. Ask about the rain and I'll feel fine. Ask about the pain and I'll feel fine. Ask about the pain. I think I found a piece of something. It looks as though it's been around. The other half is speaking softly, but I can't hear below the scream. Ask about the dreams and I'll fly. Ask about the sky and I'll come by. Ask about the sky. Disillusion. It haunts me when I'm all alone. The monsters that lie waiting for me aren't ready for the things they'll see. Can I execute my point of view? Then I lay me down my own set of rules. That's about the fool. Turn my rental in. You called me with my hand in nothing, and now I'm ready to give in. Can I exercise my ghost against you? Can I celebrate the image of you? Ask about the truth.
Yeah, that one's grooving for sure. Excellent song, you guys. Right straight from the basement. No more. How could you get? You can't get any more indie than that, can you? My gosh, it's been a pretty decent show. I haven't stuck my foot in my mouth once. That's pretty good. Coming up, we have. Let me read from here because my eyes. I don't read. All right, we have Lost Chewingums featuring Minero. I'm going to have to straighten this out about how the song came about, but it's She Always Has a Trap. Isn't that true? And I like that. That's funny. So it's Louis Chewingums featuring Jazz Minero, electronic grunge rock. Awesome stuff. This is just awesome, and this is another one who's Jazz Minero again. I said that earlier when we started. I class him in with some of these genre benders. It's really cool stuff. And then Kathleen, oh yeah, at the first show I was saying, Kathleen wrote me, we're trying to avoid AI. She wrote me a message about the song. And this is another group that's really doing it too, like the indie style there. It's great. And the guitar line in the beginning is so awesome in this song. She wrote, this vid is made from the video record of my tattooist did for his records when my sleeve was complete. It works well with the song theme of empowerment. The main female image is my grandmother who raised me. So what a beautiful sentiment. But yeah, it's all just honest truth stuff. So let's give both of these people a listen to. Here we go.
Time doesn't heal, it doesn't feel real. There's no free lunch without a punch in the guts. Here's to the future, cause I'm done with the past. Wishing on the stars gonna keep you last. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but your words won't hurt me. Sticks and stones will break my bones, I won't let you get me. The first that eats a seed grows as strong as the trees. Never giving in and never giving up. Here's to the future, cause I'm done with the past. Wishing on the stars gonna keep you last. Sticks and stones what she says.
Oh, isn't that great? So I think it's so genre blending. I mean, it's got like I've heard it before, or I kind of know what's going to happen, but it doesn't really happen the way that you expect it to. There's just different. It's rock and roll, some blues. Jazz is excellent at manipulating sounds. Just he's excellent at mixing and putting that stuff together. It's really cool. And that's what I'm talking about. I think that's to me, it's genre blending. Even though jazz tells me it's electronic garage rock, but it is. But I mean, great. So here we go. We're back to a couple of metal songs. So this is our metal ending to the show. This is the end. I mean, there's some good metal to come, so don't go. It's not the end yet. I'm just checking my notes to make sure I have everything here. Yeah, so we're going to do Trenchfoot, fairly new with us, maybe a month at the most, with their song Foghat, and Flux Corporation, I Just Want to Be Here With You. And Flux Corporation's been with 𝗏𝗏𝗏 since the beginning, almost. So let's have a listen there. Great stuff. Excellent. What's on the TV? Why does it say elevator? Or, yeah. Why does it say that? This is the fun part. We're getting near the end of the show. Near the end. We're not at the end yet because we have new releases coming. We have Daniel Hiatt and Nadine de Macedo. They're up next with a brand new song, Beneath the Shell. It's excellent. And then the Sanctity of Crows with another brand new release called Second Son. He's got two video versions out. I picked the Ant version. Go have a look at his site if you want to see the other one. He's got a wonderful collection of videos. And then Dave Fox with Broken. Dave Fox has a great history of stuff that he's written. I mean, I've said this before, I think. You go to his site and you start scrolling down, right? And it just keeps going. You should check some of that out. But this is a new one. He did a remaster, and this is a new video that he's done for it. So it's a brand new video release. And then we have another one. We have 4 releases. Elirah's Cross with Save the Dark, with some awesome guitar playing in it. And again, his singer, he's got a great voice too, but I don't know his name. So here we go. So we're going to start off then with, who do we, we're going to start off with Nadine de Macedo, Beneath the Shell.
Escape from the storm. No wings will unfold. This tainted world has lost all its purpose. If life were a bug, I would tread on it. Fucked up with this bullshit, I am sick of it. If life were a bug, I would tread on it. Fucked up with this bullshit, what's the concept of it?
hey there. Yeah, Alternative Twist Radio. You can contact them. Information is down below. They do some great interviews with. They've done Deedra Patrick. I think they did Mark Leno from Kick the Wicked, and I recognize several other names. I can't remember them now. That was great, Nadine. Great guitar work. I always like your guitar work in your songs. Well, the whole thing, like it's just different than what you hear. It's different. The metal is just different than really anything else. I like the chord structures that you have, and it's really great. And that last song with Sanctity of Crows, Ian got back to the guitar. He did that full album, the experimental album with zero guitar, and he's a guitar player. That was pretty interesting. I still like him. It's really good. It's also nice to hear the guitar come back because I'm a guitar player. Now we've got Dave Fox, Broken, and this is an excellent example of blending time signatures in a way that an average listener wouldn't really know or wouldn't even really hear it because the phrasing makes complete sense. And then we have Elirah's Cross with Save the Dark, a brand new one. I've listened to the guitar work in it. It's awesome as always. So let's give both of those a listen, and we'll be right back.
Sunlight
Great song, Elirah. wonderful guitar work. I'm talking about Dave Fox's use of time signatures, and you do that a lot too. I know that, but that's sort of, they're in different settings. Like, I mean, Dave Fox is in more of your standard rock song kind of setting, and yours is progressive, which is much different. I love progressive music, but it's the kind of music that what am I saying? I do love because I grew up on it. But it's it's something that you have to be actively listening to enjoy it. It's not like something you put on, at least for me, it's not something you put on in the background. It's something that you actively have to focus on and to listen to it and to get into it. So Elirah's Cross does that, like Sebastian does that all the time with his. It's just like that. Excellent job. So that brings us to the end. Let me see, what do we have? Advertising in community. We have I just call it that. We're not doing any advertising here. Yeah. Alternative Twist Radio. We support Alternative Twist Radio. There's information below if you want to see if you could get an interview with them. And then The Signal with Phoenix Falling, the first Sunday of every month. I missed last month, and I was saying, I think Phoenix is not happy with me, but he's okay. I want everybody to know everything's okay. I talked to him the other day. I think he's put his new one up on YouTube. So if you've missed any of his shows, go to his YouTube channel. He posts them there after. Join our Facebook group. The information's below, 𝗙𝗏𝗏. Some recommended channels to get your music heard and perhaps an interview. Thomas Christ, Studio Live today with Pete John Studio Live, Jade Star, Frank Terzo. I guess I'm on Frank Terzo at the end of next month. I don't know what I'm going to do because I'm on there for like the whole show, like 2 hours. I think my picture's up there. So I'll just try to look normal. I'll do my best. The O Show. And then the Lion's Den Roars. And I guess that's it. So have a great time. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. And thanks for all of your support. I do appreciate it. And 4-day weekend party. Yeah, okay, let's go.